Another brick fan with a Disney set. This is Stitch. This is set 43249. It was released in March 2024. It has 730 pieces and cost about $65 when it was first released. As you can see, this is Stitch, who is a character from his own movie, Lilo and Stitch. He also had a television show, lots of other references to Stitch, and he's actually been in several Disney sets, both as a minifigure. This is Stitch from the Disney 100 anniversary collectible minifigure series. As you can see, he's got the dual arms. He's in that red jumpsuit that he was wearing when he first got captured at the beginning of the movie. And of course, we had the Brickhead, which I reviewed yesterday. So here is 3 versions of Stitch right here, as you can see. But we're going to focus here on this big brick-built Stitch. So as you can see, it's a very good representation of Stitch here. He's got an ice cream cone in his hand. Now his hands don't move, although the fingers do. So these claw pieces that represent his fingers or claws, I guess Stitch did have claws, are here. Those all move, but he is kind of in this 3-point stance where he's on his butt, leaning on his left hand here, and then he's got an ice cream cone in his right hand. The nose is well done. You can see his teeth and his tongue in here. The mouth, again, does not open. It's kind of fixed in that position. His ears do move, so you can move his ears up or down if you want. These eyes here are printed pieces on these big sloped, rounded slope pieces. His nose is kind of built, it's 2 pieces here that are kind of put together, 2 brick-built pieces that are put together. And of course, he has this flower in his hair, which kind of can move around a little bit. You can position that however you want. I do like the way they built this flower with the clear pieces here. Turned out pretty nicely, but his ears are on ball joints, so they will articulate quite a bit, which can give you a lot of different expressions. And of course, his head is on a swivel as well, so you can go ahead and turn his head, in fact, all the way around. Taking a quick look as we move around, you can see he's wearing a Hawaiian shirt, or what they call an aloha shirt, and it has multiple stickers on it, so it has a bunch of these flower stickers. And we can put on, this is the same flower as he's got in his hair, of course. So there he is with his little tail here in the back. There's some more stickers here representing this aloha shirt. You can see a little bit of striping on the back of his head here in that darker blue. Kind of like the Brickhead, he has the 3 colors of blue. So you have this pale blue, a regular blue, and a dark blue. Good shaping, I think, overall. On Stitch, he looks pretty good from all angles. So you have this nice curvature here on his legs and a little bowing here, which I think turned out very well. Legs also are in a fixed position as well with Stitch. I really like the way the eyes turned out. I think that's really good printing there for this particular character. And honestly, this is a relatively easy character to modify. So you can come in and you can get these kinds of pieces here like we see on his aloha shirt. You know, these are just hood pieces, and this is the slope. This one's a little bit more rare. This is the slope with an angle on it. But most of these pieces are pretty common, so you could create a different colored shirt for him very easily, or a multicolored shirt if you wanted to. As far as the value goes, now I would expect this set to be relatively expensive since it is a licensed Disney set. $65 is not cheap, but if you take it in with 730 pieces, you're looking at probably a little over 9 cents per piece, which falls under that 10 cent per piece metric that I use for at least determining initial valuation. And overall, you know, I don't think it was too bad to see this. I did find this one, this particular model at Costco, and I think it was at least $10 off, which was pretty good. So as always, I like to see Lego at about 20% less than what you see at the retail prices right now. I paid retail price quite often for sets, but it's always great to find Lego on sale. Overall, really great model. I would have liked to have seen a little more articulation. It would have been nice if we could have moved his legs, or we could have, or maybe they could have included some alternate builds of Stitch standing Now maybe that was problematic because he is really heavy in the upper body, and his head certainly is very large in proportion to the rest of his body. So maybe the balance just wasn't there. So I think it would be kind of cool to see him in a standing position also, but I think they would have to do some major redesign on the legs and feet just to make sure that he was stable enough to stand. Just some minor criticism. I think this is a really nice model that you can put up. I mean, it certainly looks as good or better than some of the other buildable figures that we've had. Think about Dobby that we got this year. We also have gotten Groot in a couple of different ways. Think of Grogu or Yoda. Even the Chewbacca is another brick-built figure that we've seen here in the past year or so. I think this fits in quite well, and I know in this month, in June, they released the Simba ones. Simba is the lion from The Lion King, at least in his lion cub form, which looks really good. I think that's also a nice buildable figure. I may get that one at some point. But overall, like I said, color scheme's good. Really good use of the different colors of blue here. The pink ears, of course. Love the Aloha shirt. The ice cream cone just makes a great day at the beach in Hawaii. I guess the only better thing they could have done is put some shaved ice or Italian ice, perhaps, instead of a ice cream cone. But I think they did a great job with this model for Stitch. Hope you've enjoyed my thoughts on this set. I'm going to get started on my next video. And until then, happy building. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe to see more of my LEGO content. I put a link to a couple of my other videos up here on the screen.